kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Allen now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. Breaks a tackle. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a run characteristic of Damien Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action now. Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Room to run it, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the handoff, Adams here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. 2nd down at 5. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, report. Report.
Now Jackson on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. There he goes, left side. The 40, 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Harris finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. Now it's Jackson. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, here's Adams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. 98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll run on first down. Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 11 now. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. About 3 yards there to the 27. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Jackson. He finds Robinson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Throwing is Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now Allen. Pass complete. It's Adams. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That catch good for only a couple.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Here's Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win them.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Jackson's throw complete there to Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Harris, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson.
Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming, baby, coming. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Now Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began